Hello, you're listening to Hugo talk some more. Oh dear. Where do I start with this one? You know, I've been talking constantly about the mainstream, the fake stream media, and their control over the general public's consciousness. This has become very clear and very obvious over the last 16 months. How they plant seeds, little small snippets of news or stories in the news, here, there, everywhere, in different ways, different approaches over time, in a scattergun approach, and they get politicians to then ask for things or make requests for new laws or policies. And the public then, over time, due to the various articles and news stories, the public have been conditioned to accept them. Well, we have two stories today, coming from two very different angles, but both are planting seeds for sure, okay? And look at this now. Castration could help men to live longer, it says in the Daily Mail. Removing the testes of male sheep let them live up to 60% longer by delaying the aging of DNA, and the same principles, oh yes, they could apply to humans too, study claims. So they are planting the seeds that removing your gonads, your knackers, your plums, take them away and you may live longer. That's an interesting proposition, isn't it? Oh, what do I do now? Should I lose my balls and get to live 60% longer? Or should I keep them and have a shorter life? Oh, I just don't know what to do. No, I don't want to lose my balls. One thing that's not mentioned in this article is one of the side effects of losing your balls. And that would be, it would stop you reproducing and having a family. Yeah, which I'm sure charities like Population Matters, who I have talked about before on this channel, whose patron is David Attenborough, one of them, who apparently has said, it says here, all our environmental problems become easier to solve with fewer people, and harder and ultimately impossible to solve with ever more people. So I'm sure this organisation would not be against this idea. Anyhow, this study was done in New Zealand, and they say both farmers and scientists have known for some time that castrated male sheep live on average much longer than their intact counterparts. However, this is the first time anyone has looked at DNA to see if it also ages slower. So, male sheep, and now they're suggesting that this could be a choice, in the future maybe, for the human variety of sheep, to lose your balls, with the prize of living 60% longer. Every day that passes, the stories are just becoming more surreal and more bizarre, are they not? This is just a study. Of course, it's just a study, don't get too carried away there. A scientific study that has just randomly found its way into the mainstream media. There's no agenda behind it. And then, oh, look, hold on, what's this? Today we see this. Charity gives Harry and Meghan award for limiting family to 2 children. The couple will receive £500 to donate to charity for making the enlightened decision to only have 2 children. It says here the charity Population Matters, see, the same charity I was just talking about, said they were giving the couple the award after making the enlightened decision to have a smaller family and acting as role models for others. So awarding famous people who limit the amount of children they have in order to influence others to do the same. If you look through the people attached to and this was done by Population Matters, that charity I was just talking about earlier. Sir David Attenborough is a patron. Jane Goodall is also a patron. She's a member of the World Economic Forum. And you can see that this organisation is funded by the elite. World Economic Forum, governments, probably the United Nations. This guy here, Jonathan Porritt, the president of Population Matters, used to be the chair of the United Kingdom Sustainable Development Commission. And there's loads of other links. Another patron is James Lovelock, and here is a video of him talking about population on the BBC from a good few years ago.
So what do you think is a viable figure that Gaia, that the planet can sustain?
I would guess, living the way we do, not more than 1 billion, probably less. It's largely a matter of how
You say that with
live.
equanimity, but that's postulating the most dramatic and terrible and unimaginable sort of cull of the human species.
Well, I'm stick by it. I think it will happen. I think it's very probable.
What time frame?
It'll take almost a miracle to stop it happening. This century.
This century? I'm trying to get my head around that possibility. It seems to me if that's to be the case, such is going to be the level of misery and panic across the world that there are bound to be the most cataclysmic conflicts, wars, struggles, simply for survival.
So do you see what I mean? We've got two different stories coming out on the same day, different angles. One's a scientific study, another one's an award for, I don't know what, for only having 2 children. But the agenda behind them, the reason for them being promoted in the fake stream media is clear. Off with your plums if you want to live a longer life, and it's good and honourable to not have too many children. You getting the message? 2 seeds planted in the garden to grow from the people in power and the mainstream fake stream media, who just so happen to be also obsessed with environmental issues, or so they claim they are. Sounds like they're becoming obsessed with population issues. As always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to the tribe. HugoTalks.com, a place for like-minded souls who don't follow the fake stream media and don't follow the herd.